Both matters were struck off from the Constitutional Court.
Actually an insult to democracy. CAB3 has divided Zimbabwe. It has not only divided Zimbabwe in general, specifically it has divided ZANU PF itself. It has divided the churches. Explore a collective avenue. A collective avenue means every Zimbabwean is entitled to stand up when called to.
Fellow Zimbabweans, my name is CAB3. I'm the Secretary for Legal Affairs for the CDF. Welcome to this press conference that we have called today. Before we get into the nitty-gritties of today's business, I would like to introduce to the people of Zimbabwe new members. In fact, a new member who has joined our agenda desk. With me today is Jacqueline Sunday. She's this new spokesperson of the CDF's gender desk. Madam Jacqueline Sunday, you can meet the people.
Thank you very much. Afternoon, everyone. The war veterans. Both matters were struck off from the Constitutional Court roll, and the first one by Prince Dubego. The basis of striking it off being that it was not yet ripe. It has been prematurely brought before the court. And the court suggestion being that after Parliament is done deliberating on the bill and has referred it to the President for signature, only then will it be ripe for the Constitutional Court to hear the matter. So that one was struck off. And the second case was that involving the war veterans who had also brought their matter before the court challenging the President's own conduct in respect of Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3. And the basis is that he has derelicted on his duties to safeguard the Constitution amongst other constitutional breaches which is being accused of, more particularly presiding over the deliberation of the Constitutional Amendment number 3 at cabinet level, when he also stands to benefit because there's a conflict there, which conflict is very apparent. And again, this matter was struck off. The reason being that the court says it does not find in the applicant's papers the constitutional breaches which are sufficient enough for it to deliberate on. So again, the plan for that one, according to Professor Maduku, is to take that application back to the High Court so that it can determine on the breach of conduct and the breach by the President in terms of his constitutional duties or the dereliction of his constitutional duties. So they intend to bring it back to the High Court and have the High Court hear the matter. And if they are not successful, perhaps it will be referred back to the Constitutional Court. So here we have active litigation which is taking place, an active fight in the courts against CAB3. But however, this is not to say that is the end of the story. As CDF ourselves, we have not yet brought any litigation as yet against CAB3. But at an appropriate time, and as we monitor the results coming out from the courts, we are also going to join and bring forward our own litigation as CDF. And we are going to be, in the meantime, working closely with those who have chosen to bring forward litigation in whatever form, challenging CAB3. We are willing to partner with them. We are willing to work with them. And we want to state clearly that this is a consolidated fight against CAB3. It is not a one-man band. And we want to work closely as much as possible with people who are speaking with the like voice, like-minded people. So it is not to exclude anyone, but we are here to support and advise and work closely with those bringing litigation. And at an appropriate time, we're also going to bring litigation. And I'm going to take it back to Zimbabweans before I hand over to the chair. I'm going to take it back to Zimbabweans that the fight is yours. Yes, we are fighting in the courts, but we must remain alive to the fact that the Constitution belongs to the people. The Constitution we are trying to safeguard was brought about after a long and protracted battle in which people were really crying out for a new constitution, especially in respect of term limits. And that constitution was brought about as a result of widespread consultations with the people. And this is what we are trying to defend today. So the battle is still yours as the people of Zimbabwe. How you are going to safeguard. The constitution provides for many other avenues for you to safeguard your constitution. And I'm going to give that back to Zimbabweans, that it's time to take ownership of the battle, in as much as we are using litigation and court process, amongst other methods, to fight CAB3. I'll hand over to the chairman. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Before I take questions, let me say this and say it very clearly. CAB3 is actually an insult to democracy. CAB3 has divided Zimbabwe. It has not only divided Zimbabwe in general, specifically it has divided ZANU PF itself. It has divided the churches. It has divided the war veterans. It has divided the army itself. Because if you see the retired generals talking the way they are talking, it means they are being answered to from the army itself. It has divided the nation at large. It has divided those that are not politicians. So therefore, whatever ZANU PF is trying to do is trying to politicize the constitution, is trying to own the constitution as a political party, which is not right. It has actually put the legislative into shame. Because as far as we are concerned, Zimbabweans are speaking and have spoken loudly that whatever is happening, they are not supporting it. So any MP who goes to parliament opens his mouth to defend or to promote CAB3 is actually talking against Zimbabwe. Yes, we would want to thank those MPs that have stood up loud and clear. They are talking on behalf of Zimbabweans. Those that have supported CAB3 are talking on behalf of ZANU PF. Those that are supporting CAB3, they are talking of Zigananda. So we are not going to let it lie low. Zimbabweans, one way or another, they are going to speak. We are saying Zimbabweans should stand up, speak for themselves. Zimbabweans should stand up, grab the constitution CAB3 from ZANU PF. And lastly, we want CAB3 to be withdrawn. That is the position that we take. Zimbabweans want CAB3 to be withdrawn with immediate effect. Anything other than withdrawing CAB3, it means ZANU PF as a governing party is violating the law, is actually violating the rights of its own people, its own supporters. I can now take questions with this short brief. Yes, sir.
There's the ongoing parliamentary debate. So far, I think we've heard many voices, specifically from the opposition, speaking loudly against this. What does this stand in? What are the odds that most likely they may get a favorable response, especially because of the voting, which is now almost imminent, and what is the way forward as far as that process is concerned?
Well, the parliamentary process it requires MPs to debate. They are debating for or against. But what is more important after the debate is the voting process. In terms of the parliamentary rules, the voting process is supposed to be a secret ballot. And I can guarantee you that if Parliament is given a secret ballot, we are going to see a shock in this country. I don't see that legislation passing through. Because I know for a fact, even those that have spoken for the CAB3 are aware that their constituencies are against what they are doing. Yes, sir.
Do you still have a hope in the court that the cases, they're likely to dismiss even more cases? Do you think that will bring results?
Well, it's not about hope. When you approach the judiciary, it's the legal system. And we are a legal entity. We are a legal social organization who will follow through anything that is supposed to happen through a legal process. And the legal process does not matter whether you like the judge or you like the judiciary system, but the legal process is the legal way of approaching a constitutional matter. Another question?
what other avenues are you going to explore besides the court?
Well, we are going to explore a collective avenue. A collective avenue means every Zimbabwean is entitled to stand up when called to. Every person who is affected by what is happening in Zimbabwe is supposed to be one who is supposed to be counted in numbers of those that are opposing. We know for a fact that we have got the numbers. We know for a fact that the regime is actually using violence, intimidation, arrests to try and intimidating people. We are saying, in our language, we say, "Okungapheliyo kuyahlola." They will end up where they did not expect to end.
Most Zimbabweans are probably looking forward to you as the organizations and the institutions that are defending the constitution and representing them. Do you have a way forward in case it doesn't go through with them as far as the legal court challenges are concerned?
Yes, we have got a very clear way forward. We had our strategic planning as an organization where we came up with 4 clear scenarios that we know that either one of the scenario is going to take place, and we've got remedies for each scenario.
The members of CAB3 are throwing around money to buy support for this group. Do you think the ecosystem is enough machinery to counter such? They are throwing money around.
Well, money can be seen to be buying people, but it's only buying people on the press. You don't know what people discuss when they're in their homes. We don't know what people discuss when they're their friends, their families, their associates. People discuss differently. They tell each other the truth. Yes, what we are seeing, people donating, flashing money, after all, that is not clean money. Clean money cannot be flashed the way they are doing. Clean money is hard work. Clean money is dealt with professionally. Clean money is dealt with legally. What is happening right now is illegal. Anything that involves legislation, there is no money that is supposed to be throwing around. In terms of the law, it is vote buying. So what we are seeing now is vote buying for those that are pushing their MPs to speak the way they are speaking. So whatever is happening, the splashing of money, we are aware. We know that money is dirty money. We know that money is state money that is stolen or that has been taken in an illegal way. So we are aware of all those things. But what we bank on, Zimbabweans have shown that they are against this legislation. Zimbabweans have shown that they are against what is happening in Parliament. And Parliament should be, ashamed, or every parliamentarian who spoke for the CAB3 should be ashamed of himself or herself. Thank you strongly about the war veterans. There is one of my colleague, Comrade Zulu. I said the war veterans are divided. He's one of the people that fought the struggle and is aware that people are divided. He lives with the people, he speaks the people, he fought for the people, he fought for the country, not for what is happening right now. Thank you, Mr. Zulu.
True. Thank you.
Very few words, because you're one of the applicants.
Yeah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we've been there in the court waiting for the judgment to be announced. Now they announced the judgment. We were not. We were disappointed actually. We didn't expect that. We thought maybe they will say something like maybe the referendum or something. But what they did is explained by Jackie. That's what transpired. But we are not happy. We are not going to surrender. We are going to fight on. We are going to take him head on. We are going to take this case according to our lawyer. He has advised that we take this case back to High Court, and then from there, maybe we'll take it up. Maybe if it means going back to the Constitutional Court, we'll do so. That's all that I can say. But we are fighting. We are not surrendering. We still want to defend the Constitution, and the CAB3 should be null and void. Thank you.